That is adorable.
It is. I pressed the wrong button.
Oh,
So
that's fine. I enjoyed that. That was really well done.
that was Arthur did that for us for the Letting Spirit Drive show. And yeah, I guess I should have unclicked something or clicked somewhere else, but I thought that no, no,
No,
no.
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did it. That was so much fun. It was really well done. I love the music. I love the graphics and everything.
Yeah, I do too. He did a fabulous job. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So thank you everyone for joining us, and welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I have with me Jean of SUNPSYCHIC JEAN. Hello, lady. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hi, everybody. Thanks for inviting me, Marina. Marina and I had a wonderful show on my channel last month. And if anybody hasn't seen that, I think I actually tagged it in my show notes
Oh,
below.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah, it was really good. And we're having this is going to be another one. Oh, and look, Level Up Lady is here. Hi, Level Up Lady. I
Hey,
see
hey.
you.
Hey,
Hmm.
hey. We've got artist Liz, Anna Hutchinson, Don Turner, Arla, Kiki Law, Laura Hammond Davis, Edward Kenneth. Hello, Edward. Cindy is Encinitas. Encinitas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, you guys, um, business end of things out of the way. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you go over to Jean's channel as well. I've got her info in the description of the video. And do the same thing on her channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Take a look at the different things that we offer in terms of readings and so on. Reach out if you're interested in having a personal reading, or a much lengthier reading than we kind of do here in the short amount of time that we have. Reach out, reach out, and yeah, book yourself.
We have a VIP in the house.
We do. Hello, Sherry, Voices Down Under. We've got Sunflower Down Under, Barbara Tucker. Hello, you guys. Rishi. Uh, oops.
I will be with Sherry this Saturday, the 1st of February. So I'm looking forward to that. And I
Nice.
didn't get the link yet, Sherry, just so you know. I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't get the link yet. I know,
Nice.
there's so many details to this. It's so easy just to
I
forget
know.
one little thing.
It is. It is. Innocent Potato, nice to see you here. Okay, so yes, we will do some personal readings for you guys. If you'd like to put it in the chat, please put it in all caps so that it gets my attention. And hello, Suzanne. Groundhog Day will soon be here. Yes, February 2nd, next Sunday. Can you believe it?
Wow.
It's like, didn't we just do this? Like, it's February again? Like, what happened? Time is going by really, really quickly. So
Mhm.
while I'm waiting for folks to put in their questions, and the way that I like to do it is members always go first, because that's one of the benefits of being a member. Supporting our channels on a monthly basis is that when you're in the chat and you have a question, you go first. So then there's those that if you wanted to do a super chat or something, then absolutely you get to go second, and then everyone else is kind of towards the end and as time permits. So absolutely, we will get to as many of you as we possibly can. But
Mhm.
while I'm waiting for that, what's going on your channel, Jean? Tell us what you're up to. What great things
I
you're doing.
had a show with uh, Terry Suzuki. The Magic Monday was yesterday,
Oh,
and that was lots of fun. And I also had Kelly, the Mystic Next Door, and she's phenomenal. She was really good, and always learn so much when I collaborate with different content
yes.
creators, and everybody everybody does things just a little bit differently. And it's really beautiful to see everybody in action and how they work. And it helps me to expand my skill set too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's generally when, yeah, when I I learn the most by watching and listening and observing others and saying, okay, this is this is something that I can pick up on. So yeah, absolutely. All righty. Well, we do have some questions. And let me do that for Dawn. Uh, okay, so we've got artist Liz would love to have a tarot reading. Okay.
I typically don't use tarot, and I think I'm just going to go with a general because I could pull a card, but I think it might confuse me. Hi,
All right.
Venus. And Venus, an answer to your question yesterday is yes. I sent you an email in case you want to do it the other way. But either way that is comfortable for you, Venus. I was just trying to communicate with her. So
Oh,
thank you
lovely.
for allowing me to do that. Let me see. Artist Liz. So, Artist Liz, I'm not sure if you're worried about finances or if you're concerned about saving money. Um, and working. I do see I'm actually asking them for a, tarot card, and they're showing me the 5 of Pentacles. And I see that you are working and, sort of having a balance of give and take, but I want what they want you to know is it's important not try not to put too much energy on the negative outcome. It's almost like 50-50. It could go either way. So why worry about it? If you worry about it, it's not going to change anything. And it's really something that they want you to know is it's almost like they want you to trust the process. And I feel like you already have yourself in good standing and in good um, habits. You have very good habits, and but still, we always wonder if it's enough. And they just want you to know to rest assured and not to worry. So that's what I got for you.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I did pull tarot cards and they absolutely um, match and confirm what you just said, Jean. Okay. I get the 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, not giving into that feeling of hopelessness, or that you don't have that feeling of lack. Okay. So you're moving on to calmer waters. Justice, things even out, things do balance out. It does work out the way that it should. You have more strength than you realize you do. And you are in a position to have everything that you need, that you are in a position to have um, not only enough to meet your needs, but to meet your wants as well. So, excuse me, focus, stop focusing on the lack and focus on what you do have. Focus on, hey, things always work out um, for for my highest good. I'm, you know, abundance comes to me from all sorts of unexpected places and so on. And then when you say that, let that go. Let it go. Don't think of, well, yes, abundance comes to me. Okay, does anybody owe me money? Do I have, is this going to come in? Just let it go. Let the universe provide for everything that you need. And it will. It will. Uh, yes, Level Up Lady says, don't have an abundance of lack. Exactly. You're abundant in all areas. Things will work out. So Yeah. Okay. And Liz says, yeah, I'm so worried because 47 just put a freeze on Medicaid and SNAP. Um, there will be other opportunities. You just use your intuition, follow your gut, and get into that place where you're going to be able to control more of what happens. And like I said, you're stronger than you realize. You're stronger than you realize. Look at this as an opportunity to expand and explore avenues that you hadn't thought of. Right? So, hello, Michelle from Astrological Tarot. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Jill Sinanan. We've got Linda Kennedy is here. Okay. All right. So we're up to 13 questions. So I'm going to say just a second that questions are closed. Because we do want to be able to get to as many of you as we can. So bear with me. All right. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to type it in. Questions are closed.
Yeah, and maybe some of the moderators can help out too.
Yes,
I'll put
please.
it over here.
Yeah. So there. All right. Liz, I hope that was helpful. Okay. And next we have okay. Rishi says, can I get a general message from Spirit?
Hello,
Okay.
Rishi. Nice to see you.
Okay.
They want you to work to have fun, have enjoyment, have recreation, laugh, really get silly, really like they're saying that you are the control that you are working on is really dimming your light there, Mr. Rishi. And you have such a beautiful light. You have such a, I don't know if you ever saw that movie, A Beautiful Life, and that gentleman who was the director, and I think he starred in it too, but just his joy on the stage, when he won the best picture, I think it was. But this is who you remind me of. And you have such passion. You have such um just you're very sensitive and you're very passionate and you have such creative energy inside of you. And I think that you really need to work on, or you need to work towards expressing this as much as you can each day, whatever kind of a game, whatever kind of a activity. But I do see you maybe going outside and doing things and having fun outside, making up a game, having somebody tease you or play a ball with you or run and jump with you, or there's something that you really, there's this energy inside of you that needs to express itself and do something. I see you like laughing, and this is like a really big belly laugh, and it's almost like let your worries go and they'll be there when you come back. But it's really important to have this expression of joy and fun to help to balance out all of the responsibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a time for everything, right? There's a time to be serious and to plan for your future, and then there's a time to just kind of let it go and go with the flow. And you're being encouraged at this point to just go with the flow. Don't concentrate too much on being overly practical. You can I get conception. You can start conceiving things that that you'd like to follow up on. Start letting your imagination run wild and say, well, you know what, maybe I can look at this, maybe I can pursue this. So they're being very encouraging with you in terms of letting you know to just be creative. Be creative. um, think outside the box, look at things in through a different perspective. And wait a minute. Yeah, remembering, remembering. You're not to take life too seriously. That there are remembering to have fun. Yeah, remembering how to get into that childlike energy and just play. Yeah, there you go. I hope that that's helpful.
So, Rishi, I put it on my channel, but the gentleman's name is Roberto Benigni. And there was a Life is Beautiful, was an Italian comedy drama film directed by Roberto Benigni. But if you Google Roberto Benigni and look and see the way he accepted his Best Picture award, that reminds me of you.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Jean. Okay. And Angelia's paw would like a general reading, of course. Oh, and Venus says, I'm driving home today, so I can only be listening. That's all right. Listen away. Listen away. Okay. Um, Angelia's general reading. Oh, you've been putting off a task that you really, really need to get going on, and you've been trying to find different ways to not do it. And I think what your guides want to share with you is that, look, sooner or later you're going to have to deal with it. Sooner or later you do have to take care of it, rather than putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. It will be better and more beneficial for you to just buckle down and just do it. And even if that means making some difficult decisions on things going forward, just do it. You'll be better off for it. And then it's just one less thing that you need to worry about. So that's what I got.
So, Angelia, I feel like, it may be a theme, but I do feel as though you're sort of like re-examining your life a little bit and wondering what, what sense it all makes. And I think that it's important to connect with family and friends and pets, and to be in community and in the presence of others that love you, and have people that are supportive around you, and try not to isolate. Even if you don't have family near you, maybe find a friend or a neighbor that wants to come and play cards with you. Or I think it's important for us to be around others, and having this type of feeling, that we have this comfort of another person near us. So that's what it's they're also telling me this too shall pass, and you've gotten this far in your life, and you've gotten through worse, in fact, they told me. So this too shall pass, and just make sure you take care of yourself, and don't isolate. Make sure you invite people over, or you go over and visit a friend. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Perfect. Wonderful. I hope that that is beneficial for you. Okay. And we've got Anna Hutchinson. Will I be financially able to move by the end of 2025? Will you be financially able to move? it feels like, yes, it feels like there is someone is going to come through, um, with some help for you, whether that's financial, or whether that's someone offering a space that you hadn't considered. Um, but it feels like, uh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, King of Pentacles. That this is your finances, your it's also your values, the things that you concentrate on. So yes, I think that someone is going to come forward, probably a male, and it's either going to be, yeah, um, I have a tenant in this apartment and they're going to be moving out, and I would you like to take their lease over, or something along those lines. But yes, I think that you will be in a position to be able to do that. Yeah.
Wow. So being in the know and having insider information. Wow. Yeah, so expect the unexpected for sure, Anna. And I was checking with my pendulum, and I it didn't say by the end of 2025, but it looks very favorable for the first quarter of 26. So I think that by the end of 2025 you'll have it, but the move won't happen until that next quarter. So yes and yes, depending on how you look at it. But I love that, Marina, that it's who or
Mhm.
being in the right place at the right time.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So there you go, Anna. And uh wait, hold on. So we've got Barbara Tucker. Will my health or finances improve? Well, they're not mutually exclusive, because if you're worrying about your finances, it is going to affect your health. Okay. Go ahead, Jean, if you get something. I'm going to pull a few cards. Just my health.
So what they're telling me, you can only go up from here. I think you've had some setbacks, and you just don't want another setback. And I feel as though that um, it's going to be more in your favor. The wind is at your back, so to speak. Like maybe you've had, I don't know, a knee thing done, and then a tooth thing done, and then your eyes done or something. And you're like, okay, I'm done with this. And I feel as though you've done, I think it's like a maintenance thing, but I feel as though you're behind it now, or you're ahead of that now, whatever you want to look at it. And I don't think that there's going to be, I think that there's been like a series of things occurring. And I think that because of your health, or these, maintenance, I feel like they're very much maintenance things for you, and necessary, but maintenance. And I think that that put a strain on your finances, perhaps. And I think that, like Marina said, one is definitely tied to the other. But I think that you're good for a while. You're good for a while, Barbara, and you're going to take good care of yourself, and just be more diligent with your activity for sure. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I start off with the moon, and the moon is on it. It's about our intuition, about our deep thinking. It's about our, when we might look at things and not see the truth of things, but we kind of see them the way that we would hope them to be. So the moon is very, very emotional, right? And it deals with us on an emotional level. And what's being kind of sapped right now for you is strength. You do have a lot of strength. You do know how to handle things, and it kind of feels like, um, yeah, waiting for the other shoe to drop, in terms um, of your intuition and how you want to go forward. So I think that now is the time to hang on to, with the Four of Pentacles, hang on to the things that you have, and know that they are real, and that they are there for you. The plan is in place to move towards more balance, right? I get the Three of Pentacles. So you've got things in place. It's okay to kind of stop worrying about it, right? Don't let the worry of one affect the other, right? So yes, I think that things will improve. It's a time to kind of maybe reevaluate where you've got your where you're putting your priorities, where you're okay. What I'm getting more than anything else is don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation where the outcome of something is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So finances are going to be okay. Don't worry about finances, and don't let that affect your health. And don't let your health determine where it is that you're going to go financially. Change your perspective. Once you change your perspective will change. So
Beautiful.
I hope, Barbara, that is beneficial for you. Okay. And Dawn Turner says, will I hear from WCB soon, and will it be a positive outcome? WCB is the Workmen's Compensation Board. So Dawn has a case. Whoops. Dawn has a case that she is waiting to hear from. So will she hear soon? And will it be positive? Hello, Leah. Nice to see you here, Marby Gangora. You're welcome, Barbara. You're welcome. Okay. Will she hear soon?
Is that Canadian?
Yes.
I don't think that it's as soon as you'd like, Dawn. I do see it may be closer to March, which is crazy for me to even imagine, but it maybe, I don't know if you won't find out until March or things won't come through until March, but my pendulum was saying not until March. And I feel like there's some sort of a workaround or some sort of a compromise or disappointment, but I think that you will, it's not going to be entirely positive, but it'll be like a compromise. And that's just I'm sorry to say it, but it's
Yeah.
it's not right. Yeah.
Yeah. And as I was shuffling the cards, what I heard was, no news is good news. So if the outcome was going to be negative, I think that you would have already heard. So the fact that things are being put off, yes, things are being reviewed. I do start off with the Empress, and that is, you kind of everything is at your disposal. Everything is kind of working towards the ultimate positive outcome. However, I also get the devil, and the devil is in the details. So that is, we have to recognize that we're dealing with government agencies whose job it is to say no. And so here you are, you're the Empress, you've given them all the information. They are looking for ways to say no. They can't really come up with the way. So I think in the end, it is a compromise with the Six of Coins. It's everyone is going to not get everything that you need, but everyone is going to walk away feeling like, okay, they have accomplished something. So I do think that it is coming. I'm the March timeline. I'm okay with the March timeline. And it's, yeah, you may not get everything, but you're certainly not going to walk away with nothing. So I hope, Don, that works out for you. Yeah, just let it go. Know that it is going to be settled, and just be ready to think about what it is that you're willing to accept. There. Okay. And we have got Phyllis. Phyllis, would I get better communication from my guides with pendulum or dowsing rods or some other way? Huh.
Well, I think that it's individual. It's a very personal thing, and one doesn't work better than the next. It all depends on how much time and energy that you put into it. And it really is a relationship because it's you allowing your guides to work through you through the tools, and it's not the tools themselves. So for me, I've been using the pendulum for 25 or more years, ever since I started energy healing, and I'm very comfortable with that. And I know that my guides talk to me, and I've tested it and validated the responses from my pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
And with my dowsing rods, I can't get them to move back because I haven't really worked with them very much because I say yes or no, and it says yes. And then I'm like, okay, go back so that I can ask you the next question. And they're like moving like molasses. And I'm like, this is not going to work. You're going to need to move faster than that. And then
Yeah.
sometimes one moves, the other one doesn't. And I have to sit there and wait for them to move back. I don't know how to get them to move back. So, but I'm sure that if I work with them. So it really is what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. And understand that it's not the tool, it is your spirit guides working through you in this manner. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It is. I totally agree with Jean. This is not a case of one or the other. This is a case of using all of them. They are tools. And there are times when, in doing a reading, I am pulled to take out the tarot deck. Other times, I'm pulled to take an oracle deck. Sometimes it is the pendulum, or it's just listening to the intuition that comes in and talking about that. So they are all tools that are at the disposal um, of spirit. And your job is to trust that they are picking the right tool to deliver the right message. So it's not a case of one or the other. It's which one are you pulled? Which one are you being guided to take? And then work with that. So yeah, don't feel like you have to you know only use one tool at your disposal, right? Think about being in the kitchen and you're preparing dinner. You're going to use a paring knife, and then you might use a bigger knife, or you might use another something else. There's a tool for every job. So allow spirit to tell you which tool that they would prefer to work with today. And if they change their mind 10 minutes from now, that's okay. Use another tool. So yeah, go with wherever you're drawn, Phyllis. That's what I'm getting for you anyway.
Mhm.
Hope
Mhm.
it's helpful. Yeah. And okay, Edward Kenneth, general reading, please. Okay. So let us know you're here, you guys, so that yeah. Okay.
So
General.
I feel like Edward, you're being called back to your it, it's like you're being called back to do more of this spiritual work. I feel like it's almost like what you are seeking is seeking you, and trust that. And a lot of us have this. I knew a friend of mine we used to read tarot cards like 20 years ago. And then life happened and she had to put them down and she didn't pick them up. And then just recently she picked them up again and now she's doing them again. And everything comes into our life at a certain time, and maybe when it flourishes. And the vibration and frequency on the planet has been changing as well, which makes it much more accessible and easier to manifest. So trust your instincts there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're okay. I think that you're what I'm getting for you, Edward, is that it's time to apologize to someone. I think that you have there was a disagreement with someone that you're very close to, and each one of you is as stubborn as the other. So you're sitting back waiting for them to come around, and they're waiting for you to come around. I think that this is kind of an argument about ideology more than anything else. And it's not a matter of, the person who apologizes or reaches out, that, they're admitting that they were wrong. And I think, like I said, both of you are rather kind of hard-headed about this. So it's uncomfortable for you to have to approach this subject, but I do think that it's necessary in order for you to move forward. I think that you do need to at least reach out to that other person and say, look, can we talk? Right? It's not things were said maybe in the heat of the moment that we'd like to take back, and can we agree that we're kind of we're better than the argument. So I started off with the devil, went to the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, this is not worth losing a friendship over. So if you can, just reach out and say, can we have coffee? Can we sit down and talk? So that's whether that resonates with you or not. That's what I'm getting. So yeah. Be a shaman and Reiki master and haven't done much with it. Been pulled lately. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Great, Edward.
Said, yeah, spot on, Jean. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. And Wisdom Seeker Joan is here, VIP in the house.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Wisdom Seeker Joan.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. All righty. And Suzanne says, can I please have a message from my higher self for my highest good? Absolutely.
I feel like you've come a long way there, Suzanne. They want to congratulate you, and they're showing me that you've moved from here to here. That you're moving ahead. You're moving along. You are progressing, and but this is almost like your higher self looks like an angel, and your human Suzanne looks like a child, and it's like the higher self is saying, you've really moved forward. You've taken some steps, you've made some progress, and they're just wanting you to know that you are well on your way, and they want you to keep up the momentum. There's a momentum, and not to quit now. Keep moving forward, and it has a lot to do with trust and faith, um, and just making sure that you keep moving forward, keep doing what you're doing, and you will continue to move along and progress as you've been. And yeah, they just want to congratulate you. Interesting image.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm getting something similar with the cards. I pulled the High Priestess. You absolutely, you know how far you've come, you know what you've accomplished, you know what you need to do next. Um, it is it is like you have everything that is in front of you. It's up to you to decide now which direction that you want to go in. Where is it that you want to focus? Where is it that you want to put your intention? Because the the High Priestess knows everything there is to know. She's not going to share the information with you willingly, but she will never lie to you. So if you ask her the right questions, she will always tell you the truth. So this is trust that the information that is coming to you is meant for you. So don't think of it in terms of, oh, well, maybe this is coming to me and it's trying to trick me or whatnot. No, it's not. It's your higher self is communicating with you and answering those questions that you have posed, and it is being honest with you. And it is kind of pulling you so that you align with that prosperity, that abundance, with that the Nine of Pentacles, that you are on the right path. You are, oh, okay. And this, ooh, all right, walk away from things that no longer serve you. And honestly, this card started to, like, almost levitate on top of my deck, started to move around, like, oh, okay. They don't
Wow.
normally do that. So yeah, be willing to walk away from that which no longer serves you, and know that you're being guided in the right direction. So just trust that. Yeah. Suzanne, I hope um, that is beneficial for you. And Edward had said that yes, he had a longtime friend that took advantage of me, and we haven't been friends for a while. That will be tough reaching out. Um, yeah, I I totally get that. I totally get that. And you're just because you reach out doesn't mean that you forget, right? But I have a feeling that if you did reach out, that person will be able to explain to you um, the mindset that they were at. And yeah, okay. Uh, and Suzanne says, I've been working on healing my heart and high heart chakras and working on my weight issues through spiritual healing. Yeah. Let that go. Let that go, Suzanne. Don't worry about don't concentrate on the weight. It will come off. I know. It's weird to say, but it will. Okay. So we've got 4 left, and Jem says, any chance of a move this year? Well, if you would like to move this year, okay. I'm hearing nothing changes if nothing changes. So I'm also hearing that what have you done? What steps have you taken to get yourself in a position to be able to have a move this year? It's not just enough to put it out to the universe and say, I'd like to move. you have to take practical steps to help that along the way. And yeah, um, the death card, things things can only move forward when you decide um, when you decide to take the necessary steps to move forward. Then you're going to be able to put an end to this. Uh, yeah, no, okay. She says, yes, I'm here. Yes and no, not wanting to stay here. I'm on a wait list. I saved my boxes from my last move. Um, yeah, I think you're going to need to start taking steps towards what that move is going to look like and where it is that you want to move. Um, and yeah, you're definitely five of 5 of swords. You're kind of, part of you wants to, part of you doesn't want to. You have to get settled within yourself. Is this something that you want to do? Yeah.
So, Jem, what I was getting for you is that it looks like second quarter that you have an opportunity come up. And just like Marina said, if you want to, it's almost like you're going to need to make a decision fast. And so keep an
Mm.
eye out, but it looks like there'll be an opportunity for you in the second quarter. But as long as you do everything that Marina is already saying and preparing yourself and deciding and getting ready, like all of those things are required before this. It's almost like it's unexpected and they're going to need to know before the end of the, or by tomorrow or something, like it's,
Yeah.
and you don't have time to check it out or something. Whatever it is, it'll be a fast situation. So make sure you have all of that prepared, exactly what Marina said.
Yeah. Yeah. And there you go, Jem. I hope that that's benefit. Yeah, she says it feels like so much work. It is. It is. But once you get started, that's kind of, yeah, when things will start to happen, right? Okay. And Miss Sherlock, may I have a message from my main guide, Ike, on how to stop scratching my skin when under stress? Thank you. Sure. Okay, Miss Sherlock, what I'm getting is you're Ike is being a little saucy and saying, well, if you know that that's what you do when you're under stress, then why do you continue to do it? Right? Maybe this is the scratching is a part of um, it's a part of getting attention from others. It's a part of saying, "Oh my gosh, what have you done to your arm? Oh well, I it this is part of your narrative, part of your story." And I think that what you don't realize is you can stop it at any time. There are different ways uh, with with that stress. Um, Maybe one of the ways that he's okay. He's saying there are different choices that are available to you. So maybe what you can do is, when you feel stressed, go for a walk. When you feel stressed, maybe go jump in the shower and curse your heart away. But there are other ways to do it rather than that physical scratching. So yeah, be open to some of the other things that he is showing you that you can do. Have an apple. Um, yeah, go for a walk. Um, Decide that you're going to. You feel stressed? clean a part of the house, right? There are other things, but it's like he's saying you're doing that. The scratching is your way of showing other people that you are under stress. And there are other ways to do that. You can simply talk to them and say, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need help. So yeah, he's really a no nonsense guide. Like, you know, yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
Miss Sherlock, what I was picking up for you, when we were kids, we used to have black olives and we used to put the olives on the end of every finger. And this is what he showed me, that you would have olives on the end of your finger. And he's also saying like either that or like gauze and like massage oil or lotion, and have it turn into a very calming and soothing type of a reaction. And just imagine those olives on the end of your fingers. I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's a hoot.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hope that's beneficial to you, Miss Sherlock. And thank you, Suzanne, for that generous donation. That is very, very kind of you and very much appreciated. Yeah. And yes, love, light, hugs, compassion, and unity to everyone. You're darn right.
That's sweet,
Absolutely.
Suzanne.
Yes, totally. Okay. And Nancy Ray, hello. May I have a message from Spirit, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. Message from Spirit.
So Nancy, what I hear is they're saying right away that you are you make up your own rules, and you don't you don't let anybody tell you. It's like they when they say stay in your lane and you make up your own lane. It's like nobody's going to tell baby to sit in the corner. You know, all of these things, whatever it is. And Nancy, you have your own way of doing things. You have your own ideas. You have your own agendas. You have your own philosophies, and they want you to flourish. They want you to share. They want you to express yourself. And that, you know, not everybody needs to stay in the straight lane. Not everybody needs to sit. They're showing me a classroom with people sitting in rows down and rows across, and you're like, you're the one that moves your desk and sits in the middle of of the row, and is not in order, because it's not natural, and you're like, go with the flow. And I feel like you're really very natural, very unique, and very individual, and you love to express yourself. And I feel like this is your soul. Like you've always been this way. You've always been just a little bit off, or a little bit ahead, or a little bit behind. Like I don't know if you've dyed your hair, or if you've worn particular clothing that was a little bit on the edge. But I feel like you like to express yourself, and you like to be an individual and unique. And you're not about to wear your skirts at a certain hem because everybody says so. You're like, heck no, you're going to do what you want to do, and you make up your own rules. I love this. I think you're extremely creative too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Thank you, Kenneth. I mean, thank you, Edward Kenneth.
Yes, Edward. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Um, okay. And what I'm getting for you, Nancy, is that yes, being an individual is something that you absolutely take pride in. You enjoy it. Um, but also be careful of the times when it becomes a burden. Um, that it's okay to think outside the box. It's okay to let what is it that I'm trying to say? It's you can be an individual and still be part of the group. You don't have to go out of your way um, to kind of always be the outsider. Sometimes the softest voice in the group has the most impact. So carve your own path. Look, be be in charge of your own values, and come up with ideas that are unique and that resonate with you. Just don't do it to the point that it becomes a burden, right? So be that soft voice in the crowd that, sometimes you can yell and you can say, hear ye, I have something important to share. And then there's other times when it's softer, gentler, and whatnot. So yes, yeah, she says I have to be mindful with what I say. Yes, yeah. And be you can be honest with what it is, with the ideas that you have. You can share them honestly, and without thinking, um without worrying too much about how the message is going to be received. So um but yeah, I think that be be your own guide. You're very good at being your own guide. So yeah, just follow your path, and don't let it become a burden, right? Don't let others push you into feeling like you need to speak up. Sometimes it's okay just to remain silent, right? Just to smile and say, mm-hmm, it's interesting that you feel that way. Yeah. Ah, wonderful. And thank you to yeah, Suzanne, who contributed to Jean. Very, very much appreciated. And Edward, same thing. And to contributing to me. I think that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, everybody. It's very
Yes.
generous. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us, and allowing us to read for you, because it's always it's an honor to be able to read for you. So, Jean, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this with me. We'll definitely have to do it again. And yeah, thank you to all of you that are here. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out our community tabs for when we'll be doing this again. I'm sure we will.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Marina. And
You're
thanks,
wonderful.
everybody.
Absolutely. All right. Take care, y'all. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.